What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a Week 9 Monday Night Football podcast. We're going to be recapping the Bills and the Seahawks. This game was very, very exciting. I didn't expect it to be the way that it played out with a lot of the offense. Tyrod Taylor was unbelievable. I have to give Russell Wilson a lot of credit for making some throws, but I also got to give a shout out to the refs. They single-handedly helped the Seahawks beat the Bills, and there was a lot of different things that happened. I know it was a lot of retweets of Sherman bashing a wide receiver, but in all honesty, Tyrod Taylor, once you break the pocket, that stuff can happen. I'm not worried about that. But what I would want to say, though, is Sherman taking out Carpenter at the knees, the kicker at the knees, and it's only being an offsides penalty. Now, those and not resetting the clock, those are major things that can actually influence a lot of the outcomes for a lot of people's lives. We all know that Vegas is live. We all know that it's always in the paper. Somebody's always betting, things like that. They have to do a better job at that. And you know, we're not even. Let's get away from the fact that all that happened. Tyrod Taylor did throw a pick that I don't know what he was doing, but that was probably the only play that I had an issue with. Other than that, this man, he's worth the money. I'm very happy that he got a chance. Like I said, in a lot of cases, you just have to give specific people a chance. Everybody that gets a chance is not going to do the right thing with it. I believe that Tyrod Taylor is going to do the right thing with it. I believe that he has the potential to be successful. Rex Ryan, I can't really be mad at him. I know that Sherman does whatever he has to do, and tries to get into his head. I know he said he's too much of a good player to be acting like that, but Rex is too much of a douchebag to not understand that he's just trying to get into your head. Everybody knows that Sherman doesn't look. And he's not what he looks like, pretty much. The dude is is a Stanford grad? Like, the dude is a very intelligent individual, but he plays the role, and he is such a villain on the field. But Jimmy Graham's one-hand catch, I wanted to touch on that too. It looks so effortless. A lot of the things, like, I was really, if the Seahawks play like this, they can be they can be a team that is one of the number one teams to beat in the NFL. Because we all know that their defense, you can't really, you can't move laterally on them. They're very, very fast. They do what they got to do. But LaShawn McCoy went off. And I was very surprised that he was hitting the edge like that. It was a really, really good game. Like, I don't even know all the things to touch on. I'm just trying to actually, give you guys what I was feeling when I was watching it. It was a very, very exciting offensive game. And that was kind of weird for me. Because I'm like, okay, the Bills supposed to be a defensive team. You got both the Ryans looking like douchebags, the brother and the head coach. And then, the Seahawks is always defense. We always know Pete Carroll is looking for his defense. He's always going to be riled up. He always wants to know that his defense is playing well. They got a lot of studs on the team. So it's like, how are they putting up? Why is it 31-25? Like, why are so many points being scored? But if you look overall at the way the game was being played, a lot of plays were broken down. You're looking at two dual threat quarterbacks. So you're going to figure all right, it's going to be a lot of broken plays where guys just got to get open. But I got to tell you this right now, man. A lot of the throws that Tyrod Taylor made were complete, just dots. Like, he was just throwing the ball unbelievably accurately. Like I said, without that interception to Sherman, he would have been fine. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, I got to go back to Russell Wilson really quickly. He looked like he wanted to play today. Last night, whatever, however you guys want to do it. He looked like he wanted to play. There's been a lot of games where it just looked like he's been going through the motions. And whenever I say it, people are like, yeah, bro, what are you talking about? Listen, because, look, I'm watching your body language. I remember, and I'm not saying it has something to do with Ciara, you know what I'm saying, and whatever's going on, but, things change. And all I'm trying to make people understand is I read body language. And he was very emotional. And I don't know if it goes back to the college days where Tyrod Taylor, I believe he beat him twice, right? And that played a role in it. But he was really, really motivated to play. And that showed a big difference in what Russell Wilson can do when he's motivated and what he doesn't do when he's not. And you guys can make excuses all you want, but he hasn't been playing motivated the entire year. Trust me, I got friends that have him on their fantasy team. And this guy's been going through weeks like a total douche. Now, you can say he was injured. You could give him that excuse and say, you know what? He was injured, whatever like that. I think it's bigger than injury. I think it's focused on things other than football. And what happens is, he was a very religious, I don't know how to really explain what he was, but the characteristic of him, it wasn't a lot known about him outside of him just being focused on football and coming in there and taking over the job from a guy that was supposed to get it that was a veteran, and it was all about that. He went to the Super Bowl. A lot of things happened so early in his career. I don't think we got a chance to see him like with personality until Ciara. You understand what I'm saying? Like Ciara just put up, just started getting on him and just started. She just started playing one of those songs and just rode his brains out of his head. And now, I think it took him some time because you got to remember before I think they just announced that she's pregnant again. You know, the whole thing that was going on with him in Future. He has the little boy calling him daddy. All kind of dumb stuff was happening. That stuff influences a man. You can't just come in and jump in as a fake dad to somebody else's kid and all kind of stuff is going on. These things, and when I say fake dad, I don't mean that he's not doing his job as a stepdad. I'm just saying that it doesn't make any sense to let another child call you daddy if the father is still involved in their life. And we all know that, Future has been making claims that he's involved in the life. So I saw the Instagram thing where the little kid was calling him daddy. It's just real stupid. Like, you got to be more mature when it comes to the children because it has very negative effects on the kids. But other than that, he just didn't seem like Russell Wilson to start. And that was my major issue with the Seahawks. Now, going forward with the Seahawks, I think the Cardinals suck at this point, right now. And I've had people say, yo, bro, you're being too hard. I've been telling you guys this, and you guys can go back years. Carson Palmer is the reason why. Well, he's not the whole reason, but he's the major reason why the Cardinals will not succeed. You know what I'm saying? He's the major reason why that won't happen. So when you look at what I'm trying to explain to everybody, and it doesn't matter about his stats in the regular season. It doesn't matter. I'm talking about clutch. I'm talking about when it's time, money's on the line. What are you going to do right now? Carson Palmer's going to throw a pick. That's what's going to happen. So when your quarterback is doing stuff like that and your defense is kind of not playing the way you're supposed to be playing, because their defense is giving up a lot of points. If you look at it statistically, I think Honey Badger's hurt right now, right? I think he's out 3-4 weeks or something like that. A lot of different things. Jamie Collins, that people are saying he's playing like a stud. I don't think he's playing like how he was playing in New England. That's that's my opinion. Whatever. Is it him or is it the other guy? I forgot who it is. Is it Jamie Collins that went over there? It's one of those guys that left from the Patriots that Bill Belichick was like, yo, just get the F out of here, get out of my sight, bro. You're done. Whoever that guy is, you know what I'm saying? There's just so many players being that was shipped around, and I'm trying to keep track of everything. But in the NFC West, I think it's now the Seahawks. Before, I wouldn't be able to guess that. I wouldn't have been able to tell you, precisely like, yo, this is the team. But this is probably going to be the team. The Seahawks is probably going to be the team to beat coming out of the NFC West if they can play offensively like this. Because we all know that their defense is going to make it tough. It looked kind of easy last year the way the Panthers went through it. But realistically, when you look at the Seahawks team, that is a very dangerous defensive team. So if their offense can help them out a little bit, which we saw they can yesterday, they can be pretty dangerous. And I'm not saying that they're going to beat, all the, would they beat Dallas? That O-line in Dallas, that O-line in Dallas scares me, bro. If we're talking about coming out of the NFC right now, because I would have to say it would be between the Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. In my opinion, if everything is like going according to plan right now, me watching and analyzing this game yesterday, I think it would be Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Possibly. You know what I'm saying? It's between those two. And I think that I would probably give the edge to Dallas the way that they're playing right now, strictly because their O-line is just going to be doing whatever the F they want. And I think defensively they can maintain enough to, slow. You can slow him down. You can slow down Russell Wilson. I believe that could happen because Ezekiel Elliott, he's going to get at least 100 yards. Regardless, he's going to get his 100 yards. It is what it is. That's just the way it goes. But if there is anyone that'll possibly be able to stop the, the dynamic duo that they're calling it right now with Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott, I'd probably have to say it's the Seahawks in the NFC. Coming out of the AFC, and I know people are like, I've been getting so much crazy rage from the Falcon fans, like, oh my God, you're not giving Matt Ryan enough credit. Come playoff time, we'll see what happens with that. I have no problem telling you guys, my bad, he stepped up, he got out of the shell, but he did what he had to do. I just don't see it happening. So we'll see what happens. We'll see who's right. We'll see who's wrong. It is what it is. I go based on playoff time and I watch what they're doing. If I don't see anything drastically change, I believe you're the same person. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the recaps. Until next time, one love.